quickly at the first. Whoa, just a second. Okay, we looked at the first little blurb over here. The different biurim, the Dala biurim, the mispasha, the umispasha, the khan, the spreading of the snake from one side to the next. So what I see by going through these is that the people who have these shitas, they're like they seem like they're exclusive. They have a whole trail of ideas that brought them to make to say what they're saying, but one does not necessarily rhyme with the next one at all. I don't think. Let's see what number Bet says. So he says now we're going to go to the Marie Saruk. Now we've seen this Marie Saruk a bunch of times. Bir Khan, he says, base Biurim, he says there's two different things we want to try to clear up here. And now he says this is it. The Khan, that's our phrase. Spreads from one side to the next. Kolomar, Kamosha Derek Achivya. This is a way that the snake works. The hispashte to the Khan. In other words, as it's moving, it's going back and forth. That's what I think he means. Now this is really trying to figure out what's going on with this chakika. The chakika, he's saying, waves back and forth also. Mispashet is neged kav yamim. The neged kav is small, so it sounds like it's in the middle, and it goes to the right, then it goes to the left line. The neged kavim soy. No, it also is in the middle too. It wiggles. That may be a good word there. Maybe it wiggles back and forth between them. The chaver called the chakikos yachad. And what does this do for you? It allows all of the chakikos to be joined together. Shehem ba'avir keneged the kavim, which are in this empty space. And this particular phrase, I don't really hear it so much. Ba'avir keneged the kavim. So they're in the airspace opposite the kavim. So I feel like I want to read it again. So he says it wiggles. Mispashet the neved kava yaman, the neged kava small, the neged kavim soy. The chaver called the chakikos, and what it does is it brings all the chakikos into one. So apparently there have been multiple chakikos here. Yachad, so he puts it in one. Yachad shehem ba'avir keneged the kavim. So I'm not who is the haim. What is the this? What is the avir opposite of the kavim? Because he's introducing kavim here. Let's go on. Of a lit cloak kulon besocho. So the idea is to try. That's what it wiggles. Is why it wiggles in order to bring all of these different aspects, which are right, left, center. I don't. So that's my question. Where did you get this right, left, center? You made a chakika with a line in it. So what does that? Why does that imply that now that you brought this line in, or you had a Rishimo in there? How the different thoughts that he had? How does it correspond to right, left? Okay, but for Yosef Nachon the far, so this is the best way to explain this now, he says. Mispasha the Khan, Kolomer, Hakakika Zu, Shehi Bechizu the Arik the Yosef Din Kosher. So he says what it is it has an appearance of the snake, a long snake, because it really represents Svir Din. And particularly its tail. That tail, which he just said was wiggling back and forth between the two, because that's where like I said, the tip of the bad news is right there at the tail. The zerem is pashet zonva the kan, and for this, that's the meaning of that. It goes right. It spread. It wiggles back and forth. Kadei limso eza davar. Now this is a good one here. Kadei defined eza davar sheyuchol lehismatek b'manu. What is it doing? This din, which is a din kasha, which is at the end, right? The end, wiggling back and forth, is looking for a place that sheyuchol lehismatek b'manu. You get some sweetness out of it. Now he said this is all din, because of course din, hard din, wants to be sweetened. I'm not sure what he's saying here. So he said, so through the medium of sweeten is harsh din. Yochel acher kach. So then after that, lihis hanos min chasadim, to be able to get something out of the chasadim. to be able to get benefit from the sadam, be able to build himself up from the chasadim. Now, where did this come from? So, in other words, that if he could find something, the snake, which represents punishment, is looking for a sweet spot. So and so he says, why does it want to look for a sweet spot? So he said, because using emsos amituk, if it could find that sweet spot, yachol acher kartli his hanos min the chasadim, because it wants to also feed off of the chasadim. Let's see, I think we lost our chavrusa here once again. Okay, so we got you back for the wind up here. So I'm not sure what he's getting at, because I'm not sure that I understand the nature of the snake. Is the nature of the snake wants to become good, or is the nature of the snake that he just wants to feed off of these sweet spots, which is some kind of kedusha? So I'm not sure. I think he kind of left it there. Let's look at another beer. Rebbe Pirish Talmud. Now we have the Talmud Shahuvel the Ale. So we talked about the Shabir Sham Indian the Mispasha the Khan. What does this mean? Is a Rabbinira Midavarav the Mavira of the Vidarko. Sha'arich Mispasha the Malo Lamata. So it's very long. L'orech kol partzufi atzilus, and it goes through the entire atzilus. And this is the lashon that we're saying, Mispasha the Khan of the Khan. Khan is up above, Khan is down below. Ein Sham. The Mefarish, the Khan of the Khan, Shuhu Yamin is small, and it doesn't say it like it's wiggling to the right or the left. Kafi Sha'ar HaMefarshim, Eloheinu the Mal of the Mata. That's what he's talking about. Okay, one more. He said, B'Yafa Shah over there in the Yafa Shah, Bir Khan, the Fidarko, Mispashet, the Khan of the Khan, Bakola Arba Lamos. So these sound similar, right? It sounds similar. Atzilus, Bria, Yitzira, and Asiya. The one that doesn't sound similar is Haris Saruk. Haris Saruk has got more over there. I don't know what. Behuva Lashon Aros the Ales a little bit more. So if you give me a chance, we'll finish this out. Ray Torah Tzvi, Shabir the Fidarko, the Mishpaza the Khan, that idea, who Bechinas Spheres the Gulim. It means the Agulim are spreading on all sides, don't know exactly. Next one. Ray Bezor Chai. What did he say? He says, Sheharich Bekan Vidarko, Al Pi Pri Eitzchaim, he's over there. The Isasham, the Afal Gav, the Eric Anpit. Mispashe Bebechinas Oz Vav Aruch. It says basically a long Vav. Remember, this is a Shita. And says there's just a Vav, it doesn't have arms and legs. You don't see it, they're hidden. But he does have legs, arms, and legs. So Oz Aleph shall Sheyesh Bo Base Yudin, the Yamin, the small. Now, this is very interesting. This little Aleph could move around. So that's what it is. It basically turn it around a little bit. And what you got is you got a Vav and two Yuds. So there's spreads on the right and the left. The Yamin, the small, the Shono. He said, "B'chu atzbo os vav." So it itself is a vav, and mispasha the kind of the kabesod os aleph, but it also has this aleph quality. The isbe trin anfin, it has like say two wings. The inin trin yudim, which are two yuds, sheba os aleph shuhu trin zroas, which really refer to the arms. V'vechem kalulim gan trin yarkin. So we could say also in the arms, okay, you get the legs too. But in its natural, I don't know what he means by elam, but it means hidden. But when it's in a hidden state, or it has a state when it's not mispashet, I guess. So he says, in that stage, just evolve. Surah's nun, he calls all the nun sofit. Peshuta, as he calls it, the nun's peshuta. Levada bebiltis roas v'shakayim, it doesn't have arms and legs. The hivya derich, and then it has that appearance like a hivya rich. Sometimes it looks like an olive, and you can see the arms and legs of his pasha, the Khan. So there is a little bit of an idea there. It's been its own shita they've been working on. The Ray Od Bezoar Chai, B'Cholam Sham Ein Sham Ba'orich. Last one, Ray Bebir Amashulav Al Pi Agro. He says always simple. Sheniz Bayer in and his pasha, the Khan. Besod Orich Yud Gimel Kivartu. The Yud Gimel the 13th of the white flows. Ms. Pasha debates Dadim Yom in the small that spreads to the right and to the left. So he has a completely different idea about this. It's talking about the Kivar of Eric Anpin. So his Dalad Orchin that's at Yomim, but Dalad Orchin that's at small Ein Shon 4 and 4 is 8. I don't know. 4 more makes 16, 13, 12. Okay, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for learning with me. Have a wonderful Shabbos. See you Sunday, Mitzvah Shabbat.